आज के वीडियो में न्यूमेरिकल्स डिस्कस करेंगे, पैरामेट्रिक्स के बेस्ड न्यूमेरिकल्स। सो आवर फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज there is a particle moving in a circular orbit. A, B, C, and D. The question is, a particle moves along a circular path. A particle moves along a circular path. Particle moves along a circular path of radius r. There is a particle which moves along a circular path of radius r. It starts from point A. It starts from point A. A पॉइंट से पार्टिकल स्टार्ट होता है एंड मूव्स एंटी क्लॉकवाइज डायरेक्शन. There is a particle starts along the circular path of radius r. The radius of this circular path is r. It starts from A and moves in anti-clockwise direction. Then we have to find the distance traveled by the particle. Find the distance traveled by the particle. Find the distance traveled by the particle in moving from point A to B. In moving from point A to B. In moving from A to B. Second, from A to C. From A to C. पार्टिकल जब A से B मूव करता है तो डिस्टेंस क्या होगा? जब A to C मूव करता है तो डिस्टेंस क्या होगा? एंड फ्रॉम A to D, थर्ड पार्ट इज फ्रॉम A to D. एंड fourth part is from A to B. From A to B. A particle moves in a circular path and it goes from A to A. Then what is the distance? Also find the magnitude of this place. Also find the magnitude of displacement in each of the cases. So the particle moves in a circular path in anti-clockwise direction of radius r. We start from A. We have to find the distance when it goes from A to B. Distance when it goes from A to C, and when it goes from A to D, and when it goes from A to A, and also we have to find the displacement in each of the four cases. So in first case, when particle goes from A to B, So we have divided this circle into 4 quadrants. This is first quadrant, second, third and fourth. So if particle goes from A to B, then it means it covers 1/4 part of the total circumference. When it goes from A to B, it covers the distance 1/4 part of the circumference. So in first case, the distance covered is 1/4 part of the total circumference, and the circumference is 2 pi r. You know that circumference is 2 pi r. So it becomes 1/2 pi r. The distance covered in going from A to B is 1/2 pi r. Now we will find the magnitude of displacement. So displacement in this case, displacement is the shortest distance from initial position to final position. Final position was A, initial position was A, final position is B. So this AB distance is called displacement. If this is R, this is also R, then we have to find AB distance, and AB is the hypotenuse. So we will calculate displacement equals to under root of using Pythagoras theorem. This is R, this is R. So this AB distance will be under root of R square plus R square, which is under root of 2R square, and this is under root 2 times of R. So this is the magnitude of displacement in first case. Now in second case, when particle goes from A to C, then it covers half of the total circumference. In going from A to C, the particle covers half of the total circumference. So in this case, distance equals to half of the circumference, and circumference is 2 pi r. So the distance covered will be pi r, and displacement, when particle reaches at point C, then the final position is C, initial position was A. So this AC distance is the displacement. And what is AC distance? AC can be written as OA plus OC. OA is R, OC is also R. So displacement becomes R plus R, that is 2. So in going from A to C, the distance covered is pi r, and the displacement is 2. Third case, when particle goes from A to D, when it goes from A to D, it covers 1, 2 and 3. 3/4 part of the total circumference. In this case, distance equals to 3/4 part. 3/4 into 2 pi r. So this is 3/2 pi r. The distance will be 3/2 pi r. 3/4 part of this total circumference. And displacement, again displacement is the shortest distance from A to B. B is the final position, A is the initial position. So AD is calculated by Pythagoras theorem. AD equals to under root of R square plus under root of R square. So displacement in this case is found by using the formula under root of R square plus R square, which is 2R square, and this is under root 2 times of R. And in fourth case, when particle goes from A to A, it returns back to its original position. So the distance covered, distance is the total circumference, and circumference is 2 pi r, and displacement, since the particle reaches to the initial position, Both positions are same, initial and final position. So displacement in this case becomes 0 because particle reaches to the initial position. So the displacement will become 0. So this was our first question. Depend on distance and displacement. How to find distance covered and displacement. Now next question. We will see. The question is: a car is moving along x-axis. Question number 2. A car is moving along x-axis. A car is moving along x-axis. It moves from O to P. It moves from O to P. Question is like, this is x-axis, this is initial position O, and car moves along x-axis. It has started from O and it reaches to P, and the distance covered is, this is 0 meter, 40 meter, 80 meter, 120 meter, 160 meter, 200 meter. There is a gap of 40 meter. 0 meter, 40, 80, 120, 200, 240, 280, 320 meter, 360 meter, and this is 400. This is x-axis. And the time interval, this is also in equal time interval. 0 second, this is 2 second, 4 second, 6 second, 8 second, 10 second, 12 second, 14 second, 16 second, and 18 second. In going from 0 meter to 4 meter, it takes 2 seconds. From 0 to 80 meter, it takes total 6 seconds. From O to 120 meter, 0 to 120 meter, it covers 12 seconds. And the point P is situated at this point. This point is P. This is point P. And there is another point at 12 seconds. This point is called Q. So a car is moving along x-axis. It moves from O to P. It goes from O to P in 18 seconds. It goes from O to P in 18 seconds. O से P तक जाने में 18 सेकंड लगता है, and returns from P to Q, and returns from P to Q, और P से Q तक आने में it returns from P to Q and takes 6 seconds. So what is the average velocity and average speed P to Q in 6 seconds? So what is the average velocity and average speed? What is the average velocity and average speed in going from O to P? In going from O to P, and second O to P and come back to Q. Going from O to P and come back to Q. So a car is moving along X direction. It moves from O to P. It goes from O to P in total 18 seconds and returns from P to Q in 6 seconds. 2 seconds. Yani total 6 seconds. So what is the average velocity and average speed in both of the cases? In going from O to P, we have to find average velocity and average speed. In second case, when it goes from O to P and returns back from P to Q, then we have to find both this average velocity and average speed. So first part, in going from O to P, so average velocity equals to total displacement upon total time taken. Average velocity. The formula for average velocity, V average, equals to total displacement upon total time taken. Total time taken. So in going from O to P, the total displacement. In this case, distance and displacement both are same. This is a straight line motion. When it goes from O to P, it covers 360 meter and total time taken. The time taken is already given 18 seconds. So this will be 20 meter per second. This is the average velocity. Now average speed. Average speed. The formula is total distance upon total time taken. So in this case, distance and displacement both are same. Distance is also 360 and time is 18. So this is also 20 meter per second. In this case, in going from O to B, average velocity and average speed both are same. Now second case, in going from O to P and come back to Q and come back to Q, come back to Q. It goes from O to P and return back to Q. So in this case, the displacement, it returns back to Q, and displacement is the shortest distance between two positions. This becomes final position and this was initial position, and the difference between them, this much distance, is 240 meters. So displacement becomes 240 meters and time taken. When it returns back to the Q point, the total time taken. So in going from O to P, it takes 18 seconds and it returns back from P to Q. It takes 6 seconds. So total time is 18 plus 6, 24 seconds. And average velocity equals to total displacement upon total time. So total displacement is 240 and time is 24 seconds. So this becomes 10 meter per second. Now average speed. In this case, average speed, and the formula is total distance upon total time. What is total distance? When it goes from O to P, it covers 360 meters. When it returns back from P to Q, it covers 40, 40 and 40. Yani 120 meters. It returns back. So total distance covered 360 plus 120 means 480 meters. It covers total distance 480 meters. It goes from O to P and it covers 360 meters. It returns back from P to Q. So 360 minus 240, 120. So 360 plus 120, 480. Total distance covered is 480. And time will be same. This is 24 seconds. So this will be 20 meter per second. So this is what about toward average velocity and average speed in this issue. Now question number 3. Question number 3. A body travels from A to B at 10 meter per second, at 40 meter per second. A body travels from A to B at 40 मीटर पर सेकंड. बॉडी ए से बी जाती है 40 मीटर पर सेकंड की स्पीड से एंड फ्रॉम बी टू ए एट 60 मीटर पर सेकंड एंड फ्रॉम बी टू ए it returns back from B to A at 60 meter per second. B से A रिटर्न आती है बॉडी 60 मीटर पर सेकंड. सो कैलकुलेट द एवरेज स्पीड एंड एवरेज वेलोसिटी. कैलकुलेट द एवरेज स्पीड एंड average velocity in complete flight. In complete flight यानी A से B और B से A से B और फिर रिटर्न बैक B से A तक टोटल एवरेज वेलोसिटी फाइंड आउट करनी है और एवरेज स्पीड फाइंड आउट करनी है. So suppose there are 2 points A and B. The distance between A and B is x meter. A body goes from A to B, it covers x meter and it returns back from B to A. Again it covers x meter. In going from A to B, the speed is 40 meter per second. And it returns back from B to A with 60 meter per second. Suppose T1 is the time taken in going from A to B and T2 is the time taken in going from B to A. Time taken to go from A to B is T1 and time taken to go from B to A is T2. So the formula for average speed, average speed is equals to total distance upon total time taken. Total time taken. So we will find the time taken in going from A to B. Time taken to go from A to B. A से B तक जाने में कितना टाइम लगेगा? Firstly, we will find this. Time taken to going from A to B. We have supposed that T1 is the time from going A to B. So time equals to distance upon speed. It covers distance x and the speed is 40 meter per second. So this is x by 40 seconds. And again now we will find time taken to go from B to A. B से A तक आने में time and the time going from B to A we have supposed T2. T2 equals to distance again x and the speed is 40. X by 40 seconds. Now use the formula average speed. Total distance He goes from A to B, covers x meter, and again he returns back from B to A, it covers x meter, total distance becomes 2x meter. And time taken, T1 plus T2. So 2x upon T1 is x by 40 and T2 is x by 60. So this becomes 2x upon x as common, 1 by 40 plus 1 by 60. X and x gets cancelled, 2 upon LCM 120, 3 plus 2. This is 2 upon 1 into 120 upon 5. And 24 5 ja 120, 24 2 ja 48 meter per second. This is the average speed in a complete trip. Now we have to find the average velocity. Average velocity. Second thing, we have to find the average velocity in a complete trip. So the formula for average velocity. Average velocity equals to displacement upon time. Since it goes from A to B and returns back to A, so in that case displacement becomes 0, because it returns back to the initial position, and 0 upon anything 0. So the average velocity in this case becomes 0 meter per second.